Happy Valentine's Day. I hope you're having a great, great day. Give your loved one a kiss, whether it's your boyfriend, girlfriend, your pet, your children, your relatives, your mom, your dad, whoever you love in your family. Valentine's Day is just one more day to say, I love you. I love you so very, very much. I'm so glad you're in my life, and my life would be less without you in it. So I like this picture for Meghan and Harry. It's the beginning and the end. I love the nice fresh looks of Harry and Meghan as they pertly sit for this picture, and the Queen who's been through it all. She has the weight of years and years of serving as the Queen on her shoulders. She's still carrying the weight. She's covered from neck to foot, her legs swollen, but she is not going to let the weight throw her down. And here she is with her grandson and his wife. I love this picture of the three of them. Let me see if I can get down here to the next one. And I want to congratulate Meghan and Harry for their new contracts. They are going to work with Lemonada Media, which is a media company that does podcasts, I believe, of famous people. A very small new company owned by women, and so they have now said they were going to work with Meghan on podcasting. And podcasting is hard. So many people think as soon as you jump into it, you're going to be a success and everything's going to be great. But you have to find your audience, you have to find yourself, and you have to be able to learn to work within the medium. And so that's what Meghan's doing. She had done Archwell, which was very interesting, but for a podcast, it wasn't the usual type of podcast. It was very produced, and people said lots of things about how a lot of the people were just interviewed by phone or whatever. And so it was a different type of podcast. And some people liked it, some people didn't. But she had millions of viewers listening to her, and they would comment all the time whether they liked it or not. And now she's going into another podcast. But what will it be like? We don't know. But we will listen and find out. And I want to congratulate Meghan and Harry on their new website, Sussex.com. Now, this website, I did have a chance to quickly look at it. I loved it. Well, first you go on and you get to follow Meghan or Harry. And I looked at Harry's African Park charity that he works with, and it was really interesting. He has even the prices of how much it costs to go on a trip there, how much it costs to rent various services. He has pictures of the animals. I love that presentation, because I didn't know really anything about this park. Now, some people say, well, there is a problem with there has been some assaults, sexual, by some people there, and that happens in any business, even in the priesthood, where they had the Episcopal Church, where all those priests were sexually assaulting people who were affiliated with the church. I think most of it was homosexual priests against boys, but I don't know. That was really covered up, and so that happens all the time. And another thing to say in that vein, I don't want to deviate, but all of those priests that were outed and were forced to leave the church, they would send them to Africa. And then, of course, in Africa, they would continue their assaults on Africans. So naturally, there are going to be sexual assaults at the African parks. A lot of these people were subjected to sexual assaults by people who came from England. But Harry knows you can't panic. It happens in the best of places, and you just have to take it as it comes and work to make the situation better. So I love their website. I think it's going to be great. It's also going to be a great resource for all of the conflicting media out there about Harry and Meghan. Now they have, thousands of people who have latched on to them and are making their living by just reporting on Harry and Meghan. And some of it's positive and some of it's negative. And they really have no control because each of these reporters, these media people, have their own agenda. A lot of media don't like Harry because he's suing the media and he has been winning some cases. So naturally, like the Mirror and so forth, Piers Morgan, he's suing Piers Morgan. A lot of those media people are going to be very, very negative about Harry because they stand to lose money if Harry wins the case. So Harry and Meghan are taking these problems into their own hands. They will have control about what's really going on in their lives, about what's going on. They can copyright pictures so that they can actually have more control about where their pictures are presented and all that stuff. All of that stuff. So I think it's going to be a wonderful place for them to really tell the truth about their charities, a truth about the things they're doing, present the things they need to the public, and also just invite ways for the public to participate. I think it's going to be a great, great thing, and I think it's much needed. You just have too many people reporting on this couple. They are definitely highly pursued for news every single day. And this is their royal crest. The white dove is Meghan, and she has that crown strangling her neck. And then the lion is Harry. And I noticed they gave the lion a very small pee-pee. Why did they do that? I don't know. But that's their royal crest. They put that out there because that was given to them when they got married. It was given to Meghan, I believe, and she got married. Let me see if I can get down here. And here's a picture of Harry and Meghan, Harry's father and the stepmother, Camilla. You see Harry and Meghan don't look happy. Camilla doesn't look happy. So these are people you inherit in your life by birth. Things may not always go well, but you do the best you can. But that doesn't stop you from seeking better. Here's a picture of Harry and William. Now this picture is almost set up. I mean, this is when they dedicated the statue of Diana for the park. And it shows them turning their backs on each other. I mean, it's almost rehearsed. And certainly was a picture that indicated their futures up until this present time. But this is a day of thinking about things that are positive, things that are good in your life, things that help you, and things you want to spend your precious time. We only have a certain amount of time in our life, and we don't want to waste that time dealing with things that are bad, things we can't change, trying to change the minds of others. We can only control our own minds, and we do the best we can. So this is our Valentine's Day 2024. And every Valentine's Day, we need to think about the positive things that people bring in our lives. Sometimes it's the fact that we see them periodically and they bring joy, but we may not want to see them every day. Sometimes it's something else that we love about the people in our lives. And for people who bring only destruction or problems, or who are only looking out for themselves and aren't helping us in any way to move on to a better tomorrow, sometimes we have to say, I need to spend less or maybe even no time with that person just to take care of my own mental health. Let me see if I can get this next one. And then here is the king and queen in waiting, Kate. We still don't know what's wrong with Kate or where she is, but I put her in here because at this Valentine's Day, we do want to send out our love and support for Kate wherever she may be, and we hope that she is healthy and safe. But of course, there's so many lies about what's going on with Kate. We have no idea what's going on. And then, of course, here's Harry and his father. His father diagnosed with an unknown cancer. They won't tell us what it is. They were easy to tell us that he couldn't urinate, but they won't tell us where the cancer is located. So I found it weird that they would tell us he was having problems urinating, because that's just a weird thing to put out in the news. So you can speculate what was going on there. Possibly that he already knew he had cancer, but just wanted to talk about the urination problem, but didn't want to face the reality of cancer. But we hope that this relationship improves. I think Charles will see a much more manly son as Harry moves on to take more control of his life through his webpage, Sussex.com, through taking care of his children, being a good, supportive father, and being the man of the household, and just all of his good acts and good deeds. I think the couple, Meghan and Harry, are spending this Valentine's Day in Canada, and they are working on the very successful Invictus Games, which celebrates military vets. I think they're going to have a winter episode of the Invictus Games, and they are celebrating this Valentine's Day in Canada. So let us wish the happy couple a happy Valentine's Day. And I wish all of you who are watching this a very happy Valentine's Day. Even if you're by yourself, don't fret. Valentine's Day can go bad for a lot of people, but even if it goes bad, we don't want it to be life-threatening. Oscar Petraeus was the man, the track runner who lost his legs from a birth defect, and he had those artificial limbs which helped bounce him off to winning meets. But it was on Valentine's Day that he decided to kill his girlfriend as she hid in the bathroom. Oh, now what's going on here? There's always something. So Valentine's Day can go really, really bad, but we don't want you to act out. If your Valentine is not responsive, if your Valentine's not there, or if you're by yourself and you're feeling like woe is me, it's not bad, because most of us don't have a special Valentine on Valentine's Day, or may have an argument with the Valentine, or find your Valentine has a whole lot of other Valentines. Whatever your situation, enjoy the fact that you are alive. Enjoy the fact that you are here to enjoy this Valentine's Day. Hopefully you feel your life is pretty perfect and that you are able to meet the needs of you, yourself, and your family and your friends on this day. Give your puppy or kitty a nice hug and whisper, "Happy Valentine's Day. I love you, and may we have many, many more happy Valentine's Days together. Peace and harmony, love and respect." What do you think? Like and subscribe. Bye. Love you. Happy Valentine's Day.